In the darkest hours of the 20th century, as the world plunged into the chaos of the Second World War, a different kind of battle was being waged. Not on the front lines with guns and tanks, but in secret laboratories, bustling factories, and makeshift field hospitals. This was a war of intellect, of ingenuity, of sheer human will against impossible odds. It was a race against time, where the next great invention could mean the difference between victory and defeat, between life and death for millions. The story of World War II is often told through its battles and its leaders. But beneath that surface lies a breathtaking saga of innovation, a period of unprecedented technological acceleration that would forever change the course of human history. The immense pressure of global conflict became a crucible, forging a new world from the fires of necessity. Before the war, the skies were a vast, unknowable frontier. An approaching enemy could be upon you in minutes, with little more than a spotter's eye to warn of the danger. But across the English Channel, a team of brilliant minds was working on a miracle. They called it radio detection and ranging, or radar. By bouncing radio waves off distant objects, they could see in the dark, through clouds and fog. Suddenly, the unseen became visible. For the pilots of the Royal Air Force during the Battle of Britain, this wasn't just an advantage. It was salvation. They could scramble to intercept incoming raids with a precision that seemed almost supernatural to their opponents. This invisible shield of radio waves saved a nation and demonstrated that the future of warfare would be fought not just with courage, but with frequencies. Meanwhile, another clandestine war was unfolding. The German military communicated using the Enigma machine, a cryptographic device so complex it was considered unbreakable. Every day, it generated a code with millions upon millions of possible combinations. But at a quiet country estate known as Bletchley Park, a team of eccentric geniuses, mathematicians, linguists, and chess champions were tasked with the impossible. Led by figures like Alan Turing, they didn't just rely on brainpower. They built a machine to fight a machine. Colossus, the world's first programmable electronic digital computer, was born. Its sole purpose was to break the Lorentz cipher, a code even more complex than Enigma. Every decrypted message was a window into the enemy's mind, revealing troop movements, battle plans, and strategic secrets. This monumental achievement of code breaking shortened the war by an estimated 2 years, saving countless lives and laying the very foundations of the digital age we live in today. But the race for technological supremacy wasn't limited to electronics. The skies themselves became a laboratory. In the early days of the war, propeller planes dominated the air. But engineers on both sides were chasing a new kind of power, the jet engine. Visionaries like Frank Whittle in Britain and Hans von Ohain in Germany worked tirelessly, turning theoretical physics into roaring, world-changing reality. When the Messerschmitt Ma-262, the world's first operational jet fighter, tore through the skies, it was a terrifying glimpse of the future. Though it arrived too late to change the war's outcome, the jet age had dawned. The sound barrier would soon be broken, and the world would become a smaller place, all thanks to this radical leap in propulsion. The scale of World War II was unlike anything seen before, demanding logistical solutions of an epic proportion. How do you move millions of soldiers and supply them across entire oceans? The answer came from American industrialists like Henry J. Kaiser. His shipyards abandoned traditional methods, embracing prefabrication and assembly line techniques. Instead of building a ship from the keel up in one spot, massive sections were built simultaneously across the yard and then welded together. The result was the Liberty ship. These vessels weren't pretty, but they could be built at a staggering speed in some cases, from start to finish in less than 5 days. They became the lifeline of the Allied war effort, a floating conveyor belt of tanks, food, and ammunition that stretched across the Atlantic and Pacific. It was a triumph of manufacturing, proving that industrial might was as crucial as military might. The battlefield is a brutal place. For every soldier fighting, there was a risk of injury far from any hospital. Infection, not the initial wound, was often the deadliest enemy. But a discovery made years earlier was about to become a medical revolution. Alexander Fleming had identified penicillin, a mold that could kill bacteria, but mass-producing it seemed impossible. Under the urgency of war, a team of scientists at Oxford, and later in the United States, cracked the code. They developed methods for deep tank fermentation, turning a laboratory curiosity into a miracle drug. Suddenly, infections that were once a death sentence could be cured. On the front lines, medics and nurses armed with penicillin could save limbs and lives, dramatically increasing survival rates. This was more than just a medical breakthrough. It was a gift of hope amidst the horror, and it ushered in the modern age of antibiotics. From the secret radar stations scanning the night sky to the codebreakers who taught machines to think. From the roar of the first jet engines to the miracle of penicillin saving a life on a muddy battlefield, World War II was a period of intense suffering, but also of incredible human achievement. The technologies born from this conflict didn't just win the war, they built our present. Radar gave us air traffic control and microwave ovens. The work at Bletchley Park ignited the computer revolution. The jet engine connected our world. And advances in medicine continue to save lives every single day. The legacy of these wartime innovators is all around us. It's a powerful reminder that even in our darkest moments, the spark of human ingenuity can not only endure but shine its brightest, lighting the way toward a new future. Thank you so much for joining us on this journey. If you found this story as fascinating as we did, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you don't miss our next exploration into the history that shaped our world. We'll see you next time.